Hey guys, how are we doing? So we're back on another Nux Dago video. I don't know how I've missed this one. I'm just going back and back and back, and I'm like, how did I not see this one? How did I not react to this one? Da 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 da. Found this one, and I think this will be interesting. Naruto's Uchiha Clan, an overpowered analysis. Sorry, Swagkage, because he has done a video, hasn't he, Swag? Which was why the Uchiha Clan is so OP. So this will be interesting to see what Nux Dago has to say on the matter. So let's get into this. Naruto's Uchiha Clan, an overpowered analysis. Sorry, Swagkage.
Hey, what's poppin', everybody?
Hey.
Here. As everyone that's stuck through the entire Naruto series at this point knows, these Uchiha bastards are most of the core players in the entire series.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Like, really fucking powerful.
They're quite powerful.
Most of you know, Sharingan in Japanese roughly translates to, having every fucking power in the series. But if you're watching this video, I assume you've already watched Naruto,
yes,
or at least watched enough of it to troll me in the comments about how saying anything negative towards Sasuke poo, which, by the way, my spell check immediately changed to South Korea is poo, but then it got a grammatical error because it meant North Korea. Anyway, about how if I would say anything negative towards Sasuke poo, it's basically worthy of a decapitation. Believe it or not, this is the second episode I'm writing of this series that I'd like to work on, focusing on overpowered anime characters or attacks or whatever, whether they're done right or wrong, and kind of overanalyzing Chinese cartoons like people seem to love doing these days. And the first one I already completed writing and recording was on Meruem from Hunter x Hunter, being in my opinion the best example of an overpowered villain in anime. But a very pressing matter has arrived that forced my hand to talk about the Uchiha Clan before I actually intended to. And this Uchiha Clan are the wielders of the Sharingan, and we already know the translation to that. Yes, can get all the pussy they want. Google Translate's just been killing me today. I was intending to make one of these individually on Madara as a villain as well as Naruto or Sasuke as heroes, but the good news is, however, this video will not be taking the place of any of that because I'm going to be discussing the Uchiha Clan as a whole. So, as Lord Swagkage-sama pointed out in his recent video about the Uchiha Clan, which is sort of what made me feel the necessity to make this one now, in short, to an extent, he called the perception of the Uchiha's power to be a little bit of a misdirection, simply because if you have a narrative that was focused on these four core characters that had to be relatively the strongest,
that was his point on it. They had to be strong because they were key to the story.
They're going to be the powerhouses of the series. Sasuke is the main character and therefore has to be powerful, especially because he serves as the rival to the protagonist himself. His goal is to defeat his brother, who is again by default an Uchiha. And I personally don't necessarily agree that Obito and Madara both have to be part of the same fucking clan, but they are. And being that they're essentially the big reveal main villains, they gotta be hella strong, like summon meteor level strong, and that's before he even revealed his final form. The point of this being by default, it makes all the Uchiha we know, since the rest were kinda slaughtered, are overpowered. But it's not because they are members of the Uchiha Clan per se, it's just because coincidentally, these four powerhouses are Uchiha. This is a perfectly adequate fashion to express how it's not the entirety of the clan that's overpowered, and since these characters warrant a necessity to the plot, it serves as more of a coincidence that they're all from the Uchiha Clan. Now, since Swagkage-sama said it, and there's nothing I want to do more than suck up to the guy, I'm gonna sternly nod my head and say, how much Madara dick are you able to smoke through that Kakashi mask, dude? I mean, Swagkage-senpai Sama-kun, aside from forgetting that Shisui was basically considered more powerful than Itachi, why do you take it as a fact that every one of their freaking jutsus has to be a Sharingan jutsu? Why does the bloody eyeball have to have more motherfucking forms than Goku? One of the main issues I, among many other people, had with the ending of Naruto is that it was a tale of ninja in a magic setting, where after hard work and perseverance, anyone can become anything. The idea of
rising up to the Hokage,
honestly, was something I really liked as well, as a different style, technique, and way to grow, and it being an edge in battle. By the time the finale of the series rolled around, this was not an edge in battle. Aside from Guy, every single technique was one of these unlearnable, nigh insurmountable super jutsu that could not possibly be acquired or bested. Because no matter how freaking well you use the fireball jutsu, even as far as the third Hokage, they were trying their hardest to knock this guy off early in the fight because, quite frankly, he had no wood style, he had no QB. He didn't have any unlearnable super techniques. So, let's compare for a moment, shall we? In the blue corner, you have the most skilled goddamn fireball jutsu on the face. And on the red corner, someone accidentally seemed to have dropped a fucking meteor. And we don't even need to go so far. Every single Mangekyo Sharingan ability is depicted to be impossible to surpass by the puny jutsus we've seen, even as far as what the Kage outputted in the past. Remember when we thought the fight Orochimaru versus Saratobi was like really awesome, and it was a battle between elites? Yeah, I fucking remember. And I also know that if there would have been any Mangekyo Sharingan in the vicinity, it would have been a really short epic battle too.
Right.
Mid-battle conversations aside, that is, because those sort of take place in a timeless dimension. Compared to Tsukuyomi, Amaterasu, Kamui, Kodo Matsukami, Susanoo, and freaking meteors! Let me stress that point. This fight would look lamer than a squabble between robotless Shinji if he was gonna have to take on mano a mano fucking Digibro. I feel like this is a conversation that would have happened had this scenario come to pass. I can spit flames from my face. Impressive, old man. I can stretch out my neck like a snake. I'm pretty sure snakes can't do that. But I can. Yeah, but guys, I have a Sharingan. Why should that matter to me? If those four members that had to be powerful because of the plot or whatever gain said power, that shouldn't only be possible through Uchiha members. For example, if Madara was some Earth-style genius and summoned the meteor through that as an example, I can dismiss the fact that the Uchiha clan as a whole is overpowered. It's just the one individual dude. Now, thankfully, we've reached the conclusion that yes, the members of this clan at least have the possibility of becoming overpowered gods. Now we can do what this series' purpose actually is, and that is, how well was that done? I don't know how long it was in the making of the series that this whole reincarnation thing between
that did come out of nowhere, didn't it?
And the many generations of Senju and Uchiha and whatever was actually part of the plan. Unfortunately, if I would have to place my bets, my guess is it was only thought up of in the middle of the war arc itself, but my reasoning
where are we going with this?
For another video entirely. And just because Zetsu said it's all part of his master plan, that really doesn't mean shite in the scheme of things, because it was like a throwaway line that if Kishimoto really wanted to do and really wanted to surprise everyone, he could have gotten fucking Udon to be like, yeah guys, this was part of my plan. That's how impactful the whole Zetsu reveal was. But in any case, according to this whole spiritual reincarnation thingy, it would make sense according to the story's narrative that the two strongest members in every generation would be the strongest from the Uchiha line and the strongest from the Senju line. So, while I do think this plot point was more of a cover-up than it was a climax to an elaborately woven backstories and foreshadowing and whatever, as far as good cover-ups go, it was basically as good as it gets from an overpowered standpoint, and it does kind of make sense that Naruto and Sasuke were the generation's best. As well as Madara and Hashirama being the best of their generation. This whole thing does kind of lead to unforeseeable past issues, like for example, there's no reason that after the first Hokage teamed up with Madara, they didn't just clean up the entire ninja world, especially because essentially these two individuals alone could easily take out the entire ninja alliance of the present, especially if you'd be excluding this generation's top Naruto and Sasuke, and that's just talking about the two individuals, Hashirama and Madara. They can do all that, let alone throwing in the rest of the Senju clan and Uchiha clan. I mean, the Sarutobi and many other little ones were with them as well. Hell, that would have been a dangerous fighting force. Well, with one freaking shadow clone being able to take down the third Raikage, I'm pretty certain the Senju Uchiha alliance could have sort of flipped the tables on the planet. There's like no competition around. I think the same thing was done early on when Kishimoto didn't realize he wanted to make the first Hokage as overpowered as he did, where Kakuzu said that he fought him, as well as many other examples. Unfortunately, that would have to be saved for my analysis on Hashirama as an overpowered character, or will briefly be touched upon during my honest description of the Hokage, which is in the works. So feel free to subscribe, of course. Let's move on. And let's bring our focus a little back to the Uchiha that, continuity-wise, retain their overly high power level they were given. But that's only part one of an overpowered character, making it make sense that they're overpowered. On the other hand, what of their impacts on the narrative? I feel like they're a little too overbearing to what this tale of ninja was supposed to be. I felt like for a while, the goal of the Naruto franchise was ninjas working past their burdens and accomplishing the impossible. To me,
do the
at least
impossible.
to an extent, the Sharingan really cheated
Go beyond your
every
limits
other power
and
that
all
we've
that
seen in the entire franchise by the climax of the ending arc alone. Until that point, despite the Sharingan having a crapload of powers, with a vast majority of them being far superior to everything we've seen, they always had their drawbacks and difficulties to master. So when I first saw Madara fighting off some odd 1,000 freaking ninja and then 5 Kage essentially all simultaneously, I thought already this guy had enough hype to be the strongest thing we've seen by far, at least this far, and my mindset is his Sharingan at that point was the pinnacle of what it can actually do. Mostly because he himself was a pretty badass ninja.
Pretty
And not
badass.
just because Sharingans are OP birthright jutsu. In the beginning of Naruto, it was well established that the Byakugan was as powerful, if not
Yeah, they didn't do
stronger
anything
than
with
the
it.
Sharingan. And then this fucking happens. The fact that the massive climax
Yeah.
battle of the series, Kaguya and Naruto aside, who both posed for obvious reasons very different positions and perspectives to the narrative, so I would not like to include them in the spectrum of the final battle, or of the characters that made it up. Aside from this, the entire final battle was about using, abusing, swapping and slopping different
Different
Sharingan
eyeballs, yeah.
techniques and the
Yeah.
eyeballs themselves at each other. This was supposed to be the culmination of the ninja world. Basically, every ninja, masters of stealth, who are on the planet, were dragged into this massive war that spanned over hundreds of episodes, and the resulting clash was based on stealing each other's eyeballs and constantly evolving them to a point that
Yeah,
seemingly
it was
out of reach
all
for
about the
anyone
Sharingan.
without this inborn power, unless you're Naruto. Because he sort of essentially filled the role as the chosen one. Of course, the reason why the Alliance actually got this far and wasn't stomped on a few dozen episodes earlier was because of Itachi, who used a Sharingan to break the rules of the
Yeah,
battle, and
it's
another
the Sharingan again.
to thwart the caster. A character that, despite claiming to be the perfection of the ninja world, kinda got dunked on by a Sharingan twice. This is one of the issues I think many people have
why
with
we
the
call it
climax
rice
of the
beans.
series. And despite all that, and everything we've witnessed until this point, on the OP-o-meter, I'd still give the Uchiha Clan an 8 out of 10, which is quite frankly a high score. I mean, they're
Wow.
no Meruem, and quite frankly, there are only 3 characters in all of anime that I can even think of giving a 10 out of 10, with there probably being less than 10 nines altogether that I could think of. In their genes, it's not like they automatically become an overpowered ninja. They have the generic makeup that under the right circumstances, they'll become a freaking boss. Because until the Mangekyo is actually unlocked, which is really freaking hard to do,
Yeah.
the mindset of being in the
That's what she
position
said.
to kill one's best friend for power essentially puts them in the position that nothing will stop them on their path towards might. And even once you get to that point, there's still an expiration date on your life and eyesight. That to stomp out, you need to kill your brother and also have that brother have killed his best friend and then pretty much take the eyeballs
Take
of
their
the brother
eyes,
that
yeah.
killed his best friend. And basically it's really complicated and it takes a really messed up motherfucker to actually do it. It's the ultimate power based off evil. And while controversial in many ways, that's something I actually really
Oh my God.
liked about the Sharingan. As far as prerequisites go to obtain power, I am usually really not a fan. But since
But
the
they always-
entirety
yeah.
of the power gain is based off this cruelty, it serves as a mental struggle for every Uchiha
Definitely is,
member
like, can I
throughout
actually
their
do
lifetime.
that to gain
I really
that
look
power?
forward to a future video where I'm able to discuss my theory behind the darkness of the Sharingan
Which was
and
a
why
good
it
video.
has such an evil existence. Especially
Good video,
because
that
if you
one.
look at the overpowered Uchiha that harnessed this immense ability, the situation was thrust on most of them, especially Itachi and Obito,
God,
that
yeah.
really did not want the Mangekyo Sharingan,
No.
if you know what I mean. Hands down best petting dog meme of all time, by the way.
Aw.
I don't believe in taking the route that Lord Swagkage Senpai-san Sama approached, because quite frankly, the Uchiha are overpowered. The Sharingan is overpowered. What falls into question is how well that was done. Daddy, I want to be the strongest ninja! Well, son, you don't have a Sharingan, so unless you're the Sage of Six Paths, long-lost nephew, sorry, kiddo. That is still an issue, though. But an 8 out of 10 is nothing to sneeze at. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.
Oh my
Feel
God,
free
this
to
is so
scribble
funny.
for more anime or Naruto content. Let me know if you have any interest in a video on where I express why I, against my nature, love the prerequisites for the Sharingan's powers and the darkness within.
It was a good video. I'm glad you did do it
I actually gave
eventually.
it. Quite frankly, I was going to give this a 6 or 7 out of 10 as far as overpowered characters, but as of now, the next Naruto video on the itinerary is in honest descriptions. For more details,
Always
as
watch
time
the honest
progresses,
descriptions,
feel
they're
free
so
to follow me on
funny.
Twitter as well to take place in the polls as to which video will be coming out and whatever. If the overpowered analysis on Meruem is not out yet, get ready, boys, because Meruem's taking the series by storm.
So
I'm
good.
really looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say about
Meruem's
this because
amazing
I
as well.
love Meruem as a
Yeah,
villain so
amazing.
freaking
Amazing.
much. But that's all for now. See you again next time. The rest of this video will be project updates and stuff, so if you're not interested in that, just go check something else out, I guess. Huge thank you to the editor, Mr. Furtherwind Studios.
Cool.
Dude, you blew my mind. Feel
It's
free to
very
check
well
out the
edited,
guy's
that
channel,
video.
link
Like,
in
oh
the
my God, yeah, I love it.
description. And Mr. Furtherwind Studios, if you don't mind, I would like to hire you and keep you because you're freaking awesome.
Hire you and
Thanks
keep
a
you.
ton, man. In the comments, please give him some love, guys.
Hell yeah.
Honestly. Also, if any of you have any interest in editing anything for me, feel free to shoot me an email, nuxtaku@gmail.com. And also let me know if you're interested in any honest descriptions on Pokemon, like honest description of every starter Pokemon.
Oh, you did that
If
one,
you're
didn't you? I
interested in
think
something
I didn't
like
check that one
I would
because I'm
also
so behind
love
on
it if you let
Pokemon
me
now.
know.
I only know
Good news is
Generation
I have a
1.
lot of Naruto content lined up and coming, and pretty good one if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
As well as basically anything else you want, because quite frankly, I'm really happy to work with you guys on this stuff. The channel's not big enough for it to be a profession yet, and it's still in
Oh,
a hobby
dude, you're doing
range.
well now, though.
So guys,
300,000
just let me know what you
subs?
want. Also,
More than that?
great news! Hopefully,
Boss.
Boruto Abridged Episode 2 will actually be finished before the new year.
It was boss
I know,
that as
I'm
well.
sure
Those
you guys
Boruto
don't
Abridged
really
videos are funny.
Quite
I think it's
frankly,
weird that like I
that's
started off
awesome,
watching
and it took a long
the
time
Boruto
to
Abridged
do.
videos because I was
These
trying to find
episodes
loads of different
will be
abridged stuff, and I
a
found the
lot more
Boruto Abridged
pricey on my
videos,
end
and then
because
went
I
from
can't
there to
edit
find the
this
honest
stuff
anime
nearly as
descriptions,
well
and
as
then
it's the Slime who's doing a great job editing it. So
they're really good.
support, would be ever appreciated. The bright side of that part is, yeah, guys, it should be coming out faster if I'm paying.
Cool.
Also, I will link up Boruto Abridged, episode 1, so
It's
feel
funny,
free to
check 'em out.
that
Boruto
if you
Abridged is
haven't
great.
already. Thanks a ton for taking the time to listen to my little update, and have yourself a most wonderful evening. Also, I never really thanked you for 50,000 subs. Love ya!
Oh wow, you're on 50,000 at this point. Damn, you're on 300,000 now, man. And rising. That video was great. It was so well edited as well. That for the Win Studios, brilliant job. Well done. That was a very funny video. Loved it. Loved it. The Sharingan was always a... It's always, oh god, we got this thing to do. Nope, it's alright, we just swap out the Sharingan. I got a different Sharingan technique, got a different eye technique. Take his eyeballs. I got all these eyeballs. Danzo's got a sleeve of eyeballs. Yeah, that was cool. So, yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. What did you guys think of that? What did you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. And I'll see you guys. I saw you guys next time.